Hello and good afternoon, everyone. It's me, Darren, back in the toy barn. My wife, Kathy, is right over there.
Hello, folks.
And we've had a very good, I'm going to put it at couple of days. We taped one the other day for the day before this, and we're shooting for Wednesday with this video, but every one of the sites has shut off. Now, the day we are recording this is on Sunday afternoon. But right now, our sales have been sort of slowed down to, I'd say crawl, right?
A little bit, but last night was rocking.
Yeah. We are doing currently on our end, you let us know if it's a little different with you in the comments below, but we've had it where one of our eBay sites is shooting off just bam, bam, bam. The other one's sort of bam, bam, every so often. Then you'll get, like yesterday, I want to say last night, was the best day I've had on Mercari probably for weeks, where I had like literally 3 sales or so within a matter of no time. Just bam, bam, bam. And then we had also, what, 1 or 2 on Posh? One on Posh. Okay, but Poshmark has been firing off sort of consistently a little bit here and there for us, so we're glad about that. We appreciate all the sales, and we've got, like I said, 13 on all 4 items or sites, and that's very exciting and good for us. We're hoping to see this continue to increase with the holiday season come up. Now, usually our season starts picking up at the end of August, and September's usually starts knocking it out. This year so far has been a little odd because even with October it's a little slower than usual. Our items for October's so-so. We're doing all right with them, but not as good as usual. So we don't know if the hurricanes and all that's put a big dent into the sales for the season. I believe it probably has, as well as the economy for some folks in their areas is a little bit iffy as well. But guys, I'm going to turn it over real quick to Kathy. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to give us a thumbs up, follow us, and give us that comment, because your comments are very important to us so that we sort of know what's going on your end, what your store is selling or the site you're selling on. Make sure to tell us which site it is, because there's a little difference between the sites. eBay sometimes is facing this or that, Mercari faces something else, Poshmark something else. But each one of those sites is very important to us and many other people, so let us know what's happening with your sales. You ready, Angel?
Yeah, absolutely. Hey folks, Kathy here, Madcap Toys. You are back in the toy barn. I hope you're having a fantastic Halloween week in sales and everything else. Probably preparing for that holiday, if you have trick-or-treaters or not. I'm not sure. I know we live out in the woods, and the only 2 that we have are my oldest granddaughter, Ellie, and Adeline. So not much preparation here. Mostly I've been trying to get things ready soon for Thanksgiving, and that's what I'm doing here in the woods here. Right? So yeah, listing results. Where we stand on our day on a Sunday, you guys on a Wednesday, we're at $8,493.22. I transferred a bunch of jeans that I had for $30 a piece on the older site, and chopped them in half down to like $15.99 to see if I can roll them. Had them there for a couple of years, and they got to move because I have a huge death pile of clothing that needs to get on that I just purchased in the last 6 months. So seeing what happens with that. So we are roughly less than $2,000 away from our $10,500 goal. On our end, we have about 4 or 5 days left to get that done, and so we're hoping to do that. But before we begin, if you haven't already, what are you doing? Sign up for the Madcap Toys family. Subscribe to us. We want you to be a part of us. Also, make sure you hit that bell for all notifications, because each and every time we upload content, of course, you're going to be the first to know. And comments, you know we love them, so keep them coming. And we thank all of you guys. We are continuing to head towards that 5,000 subscriber mark, and looking on strong. So we thank you guys for all of your support, and for the new subscribers that have been letting us know that they subscribe. We appreciate that.
And by the way, YouTube is a little behind the 8 ball, because where are we at? Like 68, 78, 4,068,
4,075 to be exact.
Okay, to be exact. Okay, so we go up and down a few every day, depending on how it goes in the day. You guys know how it is at Do YouTube. But We've been there a while, and they just gave it to us. Say, hey, welcome.
Yeah, they did. So we had 4 sites firing off. We had eBay, eBay Plus, Mercari, and Poshmark. So while I was waiting on another video that we uploaded previously that you already watched loading up, I was trying to get all of the stuff ready for the packing part of it, and all the bubble wrapping, the whole bit, and a few of the labels printed, because some of them you can always print ahead of time. Poshmarks you can always print ahead. Mercari's you can always print ahead. The only ones that you can't until you know weight and dimensions is eBay, of course. So let's get started, shall we? Let's go with Mercari. I'm still waiting, guys, update on that trading card response from Mercari to get that label to me. I know it's been 5 days and 2 customer contact supports to them, and they haven't responded to me. So
yeah, and we really can't do nothing, because it's like with that particular order, it's like in
it's in limbo.
Mode. Yeah.
And I don't know what else to do. But soon I may have to just give them a refund and just chalk it up, because I don't know what they're going to still ding me, but I don't know what else to say on it. All the other sales that have been coming through with Mercari have been working just fine. I've got all the labels printed for it, so I don't understand. So I'm just going to go with that.
That sort of makes you wonder, because we've had other items sell since that. Was it with that particular item? Is it his address? Is there something that they're not telling us about the customer?
That is a good question. I really don't know.
Things. Do they smell something that don't smell right? But you know, either way, they need to let us know, because if he's innocent of everything,
right, exactly,
and there's no problem, we need to either be able to give him his product or give him his money back.
Right, exactly. So to be honest with you,
it doesn't help. You know.
To be honest with you, they need to get back with me. They don't need to give me a copy paste automatic response. I need to get some assistance with that label. So right. Mercari, it's on you on this one. All right, we're gonna get started with it. Right here we have a figure, part of the Brandon buy from earlier this summer. This is the 1982 vintage Mattel Masters of the Universe Zodak action figure. And thank goodness on the Masters of the Universe tote, he was right on top, so it was easy to find. And this one is going out to Holy Death 284. Thank you so much. Wow. And it's God, yeah.
Right at Halloween.
Sure. And it's sold for $4 plus
shipping to boot.
Shipping to boot. Thank you so much for that. Really, really nice vintage 1982 Masters of the Universe figure right here. Nice, good job. Going out to you, of course, in the AM.
Holy death.
Yes, yes. And the next up, found this in one of the odds and ends weapons tote. Found out Daren has 2, but he's named the same thing. But I kind of had a feeling it was in the same spot as the other stuff. So thank goodness I was able to get this. 1980s Hasbro G.I. Joe Dragonfly set of 2 missiles. Daren has it under Lot C. And this one is going out to Retro Guy 609. Thank you so much. And these missiles, they sold for $7. Not too bad. Just exactly what you had
I think those
listed.
are the Dragonflies, right?
That is correct. The Dragonfly missiles, made sure they were the exact ones, and also said Lot C on them as well. And then, guys, again, I know you hear it all the time. You're probably rolling your eyes at me, and that's okay. But I just sold a St. Patrick's shirt last night. Yes, I did. Yeah. So, again, if you have seasonal that's still in the next 3 to 6 months, please, oh, please, for me, if you won't do it for yourself, do it for me and get them listed. Because I am selling future holidays stuff here. So, very, very nice.
A lot of people will buy for a future off holiday,
they might, yeah,
because they want to make sure they have it in time to wear it for
and then they don't have to worry about going, oh, I gotta get it and it's February 9th or something. I gotta get hurry up,
especially college kids, they like to have it in advance.
And this honestly, this shirt, you could almost wear it no matter what.
You could.
And I love how soft it is. I don't know, Daren, you want to feel how soft it is?
Yeah, I'd wear that.
Daren would wear that if I had it in his size, of course. But it is very nice and soft.
For me, that'd be a good mowing shirt, because you know how hot it can get out there, right?
It's better than a mowing shirt.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it gets so hot outside.
Would you want to wear I'm feeling lucky when you're mowing your grass?
Hey, I might get lucky and not run into a monster.
That is true. Or a snake.
Yeah.
you got a point there. But yeah, this one says I'm feeling lucky, and it has I think it doesn't have a shamrock here. So yeah, there's a shamrock right here. and very, very cool. I like how soft it is. Big, huge fan of that. And this came from a Target palette. And I have a few, not a lot, but a few, but only one in this size. But I say that, but I'm sure somewhere in 2 of my big palette boxes that are still in the death pile, I probably have more, but I can't say if I really do or not. But I'm sure I've got some more stuff, because I have been listing, I know it sounds weird, in the last 2 days, St. Patrick's t-shirts as well. Because, yeah, why not, right?
Right, right. Well, basically, throughout the year, we're listing holidays regardless whether it's Christmas. We could list Christmas in January.
All the time.
We could
It doesn't bother me.
Halloween in November. I mean, it
I would do that in February. Yeah. It's just
when
honesty.
we get to it.
When we get to it, it goes on. Doesn't matter what time of year it is. Men's Feeling Lucky short sleeve graphic t-shirt, heathered green. I love the feel of it. Size large. And this one's going out to WMKBR78E. That's what we got. Thank you so much.
Sounds like a radio station.
Yeah. And welcome to Mercari. They're a new Mercari buyer. And it sold for $6.99. Very fair. Put it down because I've had some of these here for a while, more than 6 months, and I've got a lot to
usually when you lower your prices, because we usually do the retail for a while, and then we lower it gradually, little by little. But when you lower it to a certain point, it seems like you hit the ball out of the park.
Absolutely. So we're going to go, since it's on the same browser, to Madcap Toys Plus. Madcap Toys Plus in the last 2 days have shot off 5 items that have sold.
Record,
that is a record. Not all in one day, but 3 one day to another day. I was really excited to give Daren a couple of payout amounts, because Madcap Toys Plus has been coming through with that. So very excited. This first one off with Madcap Toys Plus is from the record by Daren bought in the recent past. Love the vintage paper sleeve here for the record. Very beautiful. If you are new here to Madcap Toys, I know the vets know, but I always bubble wrap this around once and I put it in a 45 RPM cardboard mailer. If you are starting to buy records for your reselling business, I encourage you to get the mailers. Please don't put them anything other than the cardboard mailers, especially made for records. You can get those at supplyhut.com.
Now, we do have a substitute that we did use when we was in a pinch, which was our Gemini mailers.
Well, Gemini mailers are separate. I go direct with Gemini Comics Book Supply on eBay for that. But this is actually to a website, supplyhut.com. So the RPM mailers, please, if you're going to get into this kind of a business, protect it, because it does you very well. And I've had pretty good results, well, excellent results with that. Yes. So this is Sam Cooke. A Change Is Gonna Come. Shake from RCA Victor, 45 RPM vinyl record. I put VG Plus, but it may be better than that. I'm not a grader of records. I'm not going to try to be, but I try to give it as best as I can with the descriptions they've given me. This one's going out to Adam. Hey, Adam, thank you so much. And this sold for $8.49. Very beautiful. And that's not all on the media. So Daren recently had a buy of almost one of the last yard sales we attended, and he bought a lot of Wii games. So the Wii games are just starting to fly out the door.
They've been going good since we got them.
Yeah, they've been doing really, really well.
Every time you list them or I list them, it seems like we're getting a few bites here and there.
Really good.
I'm surprised how busy they are.
Yeah, this is Wario Land, and also too, just to kind of show you real quick, a lot of these that Daren got, they had the instruction manuals coming with them. So that is exciting. We show that to people so they know, hey, you're also getting the manual with this as well. I think there was only like 1 or 2 that didn't have it, but we showed it, right? But yeah, we were extremely fortunate on this one.
Double check the disc. If we have any doubts on anything, we
and Daren now has a CD DVD cleaner, a video game cleaner, so it's been doing great.
I love that thing.
Been doing great. So this is Wario Land Shake It, Nintendo Wii game from 2008. This one's going to Azod. Thank you so much, Azod, found in the media area of our shed, and this one sold for $11.99. What a great deal.
Yeah, it is a good.
But 2008, thanks guys, it's almost 20 years old. It's, we weren't going to put it really high up, right, like it used to be back in the day. We were going to put it at the price that we feel was competitive, but also going to make us money as well.
Right.
So I think Daren paid maybe a couple of bucks for this, if that. So Very
I
good.
think you need to be as fair as you can with your pricing.
Yeah. Get them and moving them on up. I will be honest with you on these next two. I didn't think these would sell well. I thought, ooh, even though Daren bought them in a big lot, didn't mind that. But I thought, well, I'll probably keep these for a good time. No, I was wrong. I sold them in 24 hours, and for very decent.
I'm interested in seeing what it is.
For very decent prices.
So
Daren.
I made a score.
You made a score. Number one, these little guys. Daren didn't know where he'd put them at first. But he goes, well, I can't find them. They're in these cases, right? I said, no. These are really tiny little cardboard squares here. This is the Wii Sports Nintendo Wii video game. And, of course, found in the media shelf. This one's going out to Juice. Hey, Juice, thank you so much. This sold for $18.99.
Now, I'm curious if anybody out there knows a little bit more than me, of course. I'm always willing and happy to learn. Are those called promo giveaway games because they're in the cardboards, or did they buy them through a store or something?
Well, let me answer that question for you. The second one actually comes with an extension. The second one comes with, and it's a Wii Motion Plus, so some kind of a device that went with it at the time.
Is that thing that Mom and all the guys use?
It is a connection that you hook to their controller.
Okay.
I don't understand it all. If you guys know exactly what that means for this, let me know in the comments. We didn't personally own Wii's in our house. We were an Xbox family, big time. I think the only time I had a friend, he's gone to heaven, but he had sold me at one time years ago a PlayStation 2, and I bought it for the kids during Christmas for like $40 because it's pretty new back then and back in the day. But all my kids were Xbox kids, so we didn't really have the Wii. So I'm not educated on this, so let us know. But this is part of something of an extension. Okay. All right, Wii Sports Nintendo Wii video game, again found on the media shelf. So Wii Sports Resort, and then with Wii Motion Plus is what it is used for. This one's going out to Cameron. Hey Cameron, thanks so much. This game sold for $24.
Yeah.
And 95
well,
cents.
I know some of them's really valuable, and then, like some of them, well, not so much.
Right. All right, and Daren was almost about ready just to kind of like push these off. Didn't think these would sell well, but we folded them because we got a really good deal going on, and David's ready to wear this for Halloween this week. This is from Suit Yourself, old school, large gold chain, 39-inch, colored, found in the snowman tote. And this one's going out to David. Hey, David, thank you so much. And this sold for $7.99. Awesome. Really nice. It's going to look cool for Halloween.
Right.
Going out in the AM. Okay, but we are not done, though. So we've got more to share. Let's look over here. Sometimes Google plays their lovely game.
Well, eventually we'll get our internet set up appropriately in here.
Anyway, let's skip the Godfather real quick. Let's go to Posh, because Posh did have a sale. Posh did have a sale. You've seen these a million times. You're probably thinking you're watching an old video, but you're not. I checked. I don't know how many I've sold on eBay, so I can't give you that answer. But I've sold 9 pairs of these on Poshmark.
Awesome.
9. So you've seen these before. On Poshmark, my phone's not acting right with that. But this is the Tech Jogger pants again, size large. Right. They're selling really good. I think I have 9 or 10 pairs left, and they're all gone. So really, really nice. I've shown them before on videos before. And I think I did include free ship on this one. Right now, Poshmark is acting a little silly. See, sometimes, guys, I can get a really good signal right up here by the door, and sometimes I can't. It depends on the day. But also, too, Poshmark has had, and I've said this in videos in the past, that even in the house, in my all-in-one Dell that I bought myself this year, brand spanking new, there it comes, the sales link to see your sales in Poshmark never comes up. You can go to any other page on Poshmark, it'll come right up. But in the last year, it's not. You have to play with it till it comes up.
Well, I wonder
really
if that's got anything to do with them tinkering around with the fees.
It could be.
You know,
it could be.
Because that really seemed to start right before you started. They started moving the fees over to the buyers. Now they've moved it back again.
Right, and you can say, well, it's probably your phone. No, I'm talking about it does it to my phone. It does it to my iPad. It does it to my all-in-one. It does it to me at my insurance office. a lot of different devices, and it does the same thing. So who knows? Goodfellow and Company, men's olive green taper tech jogger pant size large, going out to Blair. Hey Blair, thank you so much. Sold for $16 with free ship. So
Awesome. Good deal.
Again, moving these right along. I've had them for about a year, a little over a year, so I've got to make room for lots of new things. So very thankful for that. So I'm loving the clothing moving for sure. All right, and now, last but not least, The Godfather did pull out some sales, so we're going to share them with you as well. Got a few. You've probably even seen this comic before. We have 3 of them.
That's 3 in a row, ain't it?
And I think we're done. I think we're out of all of them now. But this is the last one. Yep, it is the last one.
Sellout.
That's a sellout. 1985 World Event Productions Voltron Defender of the Universe number 3. Make sure it's number 3. Yep. Comic book. And this one is going out to Mario. Thank you so much, Mario. And this sold for $5.91, so a little bit of a deal there. But yeah, we got all of these straight from a retail arbitrage buy that we did in the past. We got a bulk of these different comics, so love those. And if you're new here, also comics go into, they must be board here, bagged here, that's our policy, and they must be enclosed in a Gemini comic mailer. We have had, as far as I know, no complaints since we've used those comic mailers over the last few years.
No, because
it's been really true.
Before we started getting in, and this has been years and years and years ago, we do like others like have shipped to us, and we do like basic business stuff, but the quality just wasn't there.
It just was not there. All right, so I made sure there are 2 engine part covers, Daren, but I had to make sure and pull both out and look to make sure this was the right one, because there's another one, but it looks a little bit different. It doesn't have the hole here or the little edge. This is the 1985 vintage Hasbro G.I. Joe Muller tank part engine cover. You keep selling Muller tank
Yes, I do.
parts, which is great. When in doubt, part it out. Don't throw it away, guys.
Well, that particular tank there is what I'm going to call way rarer than it is if you buy, let's say, the Mobat tank.
Gotcha.
The Mauler tank came later in the G.I. Joe series. It was supposedly an upgraded version. It's like the United States going from M60s to M1s.
Right.
That's sort of what it is in the sense. And but they didn't make the quantity of them that you got from the Mobat.
So if you see a Muller tank and it doesn't look great when you're out thrifting or shopping,
get that
thing. Worst case, see what all the parts would look like they would cost for you. See what deal you've got and bring it home for sure. Again, 1985 vintage Hasbro G.I. Joe Muller tank part engine cover going out to Joseph. Hey Joseph, thank you so much. And this sold for $5.58.
Now I will put an addendum to that statement. If you don't know nothing about it, I don't know if I'd get it. But if you're anywhat familiar with G.I. Joes, I'd probably grab that thing.
For sure. And then games. This is a CD game. Remember, Daren, back in the day, used to love CD games. When he had our big PC desktop that was huge and took, well, not just that one. We had one in Ellettsville too. That was a white desktop.
Yeah, that's
can't remember, but it's been so long ago. 2001 CDC era video game, the $100,000 Pyramid. Used to watch this as a kid on a snow day when we were allowed to stay home when we had several feet of snow. That was always fun. This also sold with a 20% off coupon discount that will be ending in a few days. So. Take a chance and get those items at a really good price. This one went out to James. Thank you so much, James. And it sold, wow, for $23.98.
Yeah, that game was a little bit of a shocker. Nice. I call that a home hit because, when I saw the price on that, I thought, $3, $4.
Sure.
I was shocked when I got in there. The comps were just amazing.
I bet they were.
Yeah.
And lastly, from the Brandon buy, or whoever.
It was a Brandon buy.
A Brandon, I think his name is Dustin buy.
Dustin.
Back in the summer.
Dustin buy, but Brandon helped facilitate.
There we go. 1985 vintage Mattel Masters of the Universe King Hiss action figure found in the Masters of the Universe tote. And this one is going out to somebody, but then my thing just went right out the door here.
Of course it did.
Always did. So these are live videos, guys. So you know what? I I don't apologize.
It is what it is.
I don't edit. I don't get embarrassed. It is what it is.
Yeah.
And this one is going out to Fran Joe. Thank you so much. And this sold for $10 plus.
Well, we didn't ship him. We did free shipping.
On this one?
On that one.
Okay.
And that
free
is basically going out to Mexico.
Okay. Beautiful.
So
Beautiful.
It's basically going to Illinois, then to Mexico.
Gotcha. So we do the eBay international or global shipping, whatever they want to call it today, right? It's changed 2 or 3 times. But it's going out to Fran Joe.
We appreciate it, buddy.
So that is basically all what we have. 13 items going out. There are nothing pending at the moment unless it's happening inside in our office.
Yep, which I don't have my phone, so I have no clue.
I wanted to get these out because we actually shipped yesterday on a Saturday. Yeah. That way Daren wouldn't have that. We made a video on that. And plus this. And having to figure out all what to do. So nobody is going to be waiting. As you guys know, even right now, everybody's starting to buy for the Christmas holiday. Yeah. So if we can get it out as quickly as possible, that's what we want to do. So it helps us out, you know, so that way we don't have it all just continuing to climb up. You have anything else for us, Daren?
No, I think we're pretty good today. I mean, I'm just trying to keep pushing the numbers. Today's a little light. Yesterday for me was a little light. I figure you'll hit a few items maybe tonight while I try to cook us dinner or something. But, you know, my push is going to be over the next 3 days if I'm right? Maybe
4 days.
4 days.
Yep.
So, you know, I'm going to really try to hit it because I'd like to hit us at 10.5 this month.
Sure.
If we can do that, I'm going to throw it up to 10.75 for next month if we can hit it.
If we can hit
not, we'll see.
Biggest thing is we have a birthday party in a couple weeks on a Saturday. We have Thanksgiving. Just quite a few things happening.
Well, those numbers there really don't mean a whole lot to everybody else, and they're not, we've got to do it or we're going to cry about it, but, you know, we want to hit it for us to keep us moving.
Right, exactly. So that's what we want. If we can kind of get it over the top, we could actually, you know, get it moving. Also, too, if I can get a lot of the clothing part of the death pile shrunk down a little bit, I'm going to feel happy about it.
Well, I got to get so bad. I got items that I just keep pushing, like you said, from the death pile, and we are making holes in spaces. But you know, we're wanting to get it to where eventually where we can sort of flush in some new stuff.
That's what we want.
Not just keep a death pile. We don't want a death pile to say you got a death pile. We try to work it, but we seem to buy more, but we don't get the more like we want to get more.
Exactly.
You know?
So we're gonna have to kind of configure that together to figure what's gonna make the best deal for us, in the sense of, should we venture into more of the media? Should we continue, you know, to venture in more clothing? Right now, we don't need to buy more clothing. We're kind of good right where we're at. But take our finances that we have for the business and see what would be the best fit, what to invest in that will get things to move.
Okay, just a question, since we're right here and we're at the end of the video. How many media items did you sell out of the 13 we've got?
Out of the 13, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So you're not quite half, but we've just started the last 2 months to really hit the media.
It's true.
2.5 if we even give it a little space.
It's true. So we're not going to lose out on toys. As you guys can see, we've got plenty of them, and plenty more in our other storage area.
Totes just waiting.
We also have shelving that you guys may or may not have seen in our other storage area in our house. So we're not hurting in that respect. But to take the money that once we have everything settled, which is hardly anything, to figure out where to put it. Is it supposed to be in more pallet items?
Right.
Is it more in media? Is it more in toys? Right now, we're trying to just figure that out as we work on our death pile.
From the trend lines we see, and this is Madcap Toys blah talking, so you guys' trend may be different, your books or whatever, but I'm looking at what's working and what isn't, and trying to come up with where do we want to put our money for today.
Right.
So you always look and say, hey, if something's working, don't screw with it.
True.
Something don't work, you don't want to keep going with it.
Right.
I mean, so I'm trying to think what's going to move us to the next level, because like you know, we're going to be bumping up big time this next year.
It's true. Very, very true. So that's something that's in the back of our minds, and then clearing out some things we know that aren't fast movers, and going from that point.
Well, hopefully we will also do a few odds and end yard sales or group sales or flea markets.
It's going to be a while for us on that because of the weather and the element.
Yeah. But I mean, if we can get a few more avenues to get a few more things out of here through the year, and I'm talking at bottom dollar cut rate prices, whereas we'll have some things I'm just going to put it at $1 and say, get it out of here. Fellow sellers in our areas can come get them if we can do it. And yeah, we're getting a little money, not necessarily making profit or nothing, but it's better to get out than keep.
It's true.
Right?
Very true.
All right, babe.
All right, I got nothing else to say, guys. You've been fantastic. And yeah, our next video is coming soon. But until next time, guys, bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everyone.